African traditions are slowly disappearing. Africa is a continent with deep roots. Long before borders were drawn, before cities rose, before modern religions arrived, tradition was the law, the teacher, and the true identity of the people. Today, however, those traditions are gradually fading away. What we are witnessing is not just change, but loss. This is the story of Africa. This is the story of the Kurya people. African traditions are not just rituals. They are ways of life. They teach respect, responsibility, courage, and belonging. For generations, elders were living libraries of wisdom, and communities were families, not strangers. Among the Kurya people of East Africa, tradition shaped marriage, leadership, manhood, and honor. To live without tradition was to live without direction. Then came the cities. Education, technology, and modern opportunity. Young people left villages searching for jobs, money, and a different future. In the process, distance grew, distance from elders, distance from rituals, distance from identity. What was once passed down through storytelling and lived experience is now replaced by screens and social media. Religion arrived with promises of salvation and change. For many Africans, it brought hope and structure, but it also created tension. Traditional practices were labeled backward, ancestral wisdom called sinful, and cultural identity quietly questioned. Among the Kurya, this led not to open conflict, but to the silent abandonment of old ways. When traditions disappear, communities lose more than rituals. They lose unity, they lose discipline, they lose moral guidance. Elders who once shaped society now sit unheard, and a generation grows up knowing everything online, but little about who they truly are. The future does not require choosing between tradition and progress. It requires balance. Modern life can exist without destroying ancestral wisdom. Education can grow without erasing identity. The Kurya story is not just African, it is human. When a culture disappears, the world loses a chapter of human history. Preserving tradition is not going backward. It is remembering where we came from, because a people without roots cannot stand strong in the future. If you believe African traditions matter, support this cultural documentation. Like, share, and subscribe, so these stories are never forgotten.